mistook you for
Another skin.
I am.
That skin.
Rather Saruman as he should have been.
The M4A1S Icarus Fell is a restricted grade rifle skin from the old school Gods and Monsters collection. Its market value is not only determined by its wear condition, but also by a unique pattern system. This is an in-depth overview, understanding its historical context and everything about its specific pattern IDs. This is the Icarus Fell pattern guide for dummies. The M4 Icarus Fell was officially added to the game on May 26, 2015, as part of the Operation Bloodhound update. The Icarus Fell was introduced as a restricted item from the Gods and Monsters collection, a legendary collection with other bangers like the Op Medusa and the M4A4 Poseidon. This collection was available to players holding an Operation Pass and was featured as a weekly drop during the three major operations: Operation Bloodhound in 2015, Wildfire in 2016, and Hydra in 2017. Isn't it insane to know that these were in the active drop pool for 3 whole years? And it's insane that some people actually got Medusa drops back in the day. After Operation Hydra, the Gods and Monsters collection had no more new supply and drops, which over time gradually became more and more expensive. The design of the skin is inspired by a famous ancient Greek mythical tale, the story of Icarus and his father Daedalus, who were both imprisoned on Crete. Using wax from candles and feathers they collected from the birds, Daedalus crafted wings for the both of them to escape. Before the flight, Daedalus warned Icarus,
"Careful, Icarus."
But father, I want to fly into the sun.
If you fly into the sun, Icarus, your wings will melt and you'll die a horrible death involving gravity.
Is that code, father?
The central visual motif consists of a teal circle representing the sun, surrounded by patterns of feathers. The remainder of the weapon's surface is painted with shades of black and teal, complemented by scattered wax drops. The effect of these elements changes depending on the light and angles within the game, adding to its visual complexity. The M4A1S Icarus Fell utilizes a pattern template system, where the central design motifs are positioned differently on the weapon depending on the skin's unique pattern ID. The pattern shifts horizontally across the body of the M4A1S, creating a vast number of unique visual outcomes. These variants are categorized into 6 groups: dark, feathers, sun feathers, wax feathers sun, light, and then back sun. The difference between these categories is one of the most important factors in the skin, as it dictates the presence or absence of the primary visual motif on the weapon's main body. Across all sources, dark patterns are considered to be the rarest within the Icarus Fell pattern IDs. These dark patterns lack the Icarus motif on the main body of the rifle and show only towards the buttstock on the M4. The body is mainly black and dark blue, with hints of teal patterns only on the outer edges, handguard, barrel, and suppressor. What's considered to be the darkest pattern is pattern 26, but due to lack of price history, it is hard to determine the value of overpay desired for patterns like these. My assumption is that it would range anywhere from 5 to 15% overpay. On the left is a list of dark patterns, starting with the darkest, and on the right is the same list but in numerical order, just so it's easier to read. Feather patterns are similar to the dark pattern, but just have visible feathers on mainly the body and the grip of the weapon skin. The sun is only seen partially on the stock, and the wax shows throughout the handguard and suppressor of the weapon. Feather patterns aren't considered to have any overpay, but even in this category, the pattern IDs determine how many feathers are shown, giving a unique look to every single one. Pattern 881 here shows the least amount of feathers, while pattern 295 shows the most amount of feathers on the Icarus Fell. Here on the left is a list of feather patterns from least to most feathers shown, and on the right is the same list in numerical order.
And a 1 and a 2 and a...
Sun feather patterns are where the skin's vibrant colors begin to get expressed on the Icarus Fell. The outskirts of the rifle slowly darken, while the body starts to show the beautiful turquoise color. Even though to most people, they are considered to look the nicest, they are also the most common category, resulting in little to no overpay. You can see how the sun moves across the rifle from pattern 580 with the least amount of the sun into pattern 426, which has the most amount of sun on the skin. Here's the list of sun feather patterns from least to most sun, and here's the same list in ascending order. Wax feather sun patterns explode in color on the body, showing large sun feathers and hints of wax around the edges, with the rest of the rifle subtly a darker shade of blue. They technically show the most amount of sun compared to the rest, but are not centered on the body. As the pattern moves across the x-axis, these patterns get its name due to slowly showing the wax as shown here. This is where my personal Icarus Fell lies, as it is pattern 569. I love this pattern because the body is bright, and I can use 5 2020 Spirit RMR stickers on the handguard to continue that turquoise finish throughout the skin. This is the list from least wax to the most wax, and here it is in numerical order. Considered to be the brightest of the bunch, light patterns can be recognized by its bright color and designs on the entire body of the rifle, not just on the left side, compared to the wax feather sun patterns. Light patterns can be categorized into 6 classes: Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, which is considered to be the brightest of the Icarus Fells, Class 4, where the sun ends at the start of the grip, Class 5, and then finally Class 6, which shows the most centered sun on the craft, evenly showing the feather side and wax side of the sun. Full sun patterns might be the most unique of all Icarus Fells, yet are not considered much overpay based on price histories. In my opinion, pattern 365 looks the most centered of the group. Finally, the 6th category of the Icarus Fell patterns are the back sun patterns. These patterns show the sun going towards the rear part of the body of the rifle, mostly showing the wax side of the sun as the remainder of the rifle maintains that dark blue color. Here are the patterns associated with back sun patterns. The M4A1S Icarus Fell's float ranges from 0.0 to 0.1, meaning it can only be obtained in factory new and minimal wear. 0.0 to 0.04 floats show a perfect conditioned skin with no visible wear. 0.04 to 0.07 is where minor wear becomes visible on high wear areas, mainly the handguard and the magazine. From 0.07 to zero point 0.1, small abrasions are shown in those same areas, as well as the trigger, the front sight, and the buttstock. There are roughly 31,000 known factory new Icarus Fells in the world as of September 2025, and only 1,903 minimal wears that exist. Now, what might be considered to be the rarest Icarus Fell in the world would have to mean that it is the darkest pattern and also minimal wear. But here it is, the only one ever in the world, a minimal wear pattern 26 Icarus Fell. I doubt it's worth crazy overpay, but I'm sure certain niche collectors may pay a good fortune for something like this. Anyways, one unspecified patterned Icarus Fell as of September 2025 costs $904 in factory new and $736 minimal wear on buff. From the past 60 days, the factory new has jumped a whopping 35% in market value, while the minimal wear has increased 13%, making these decent investments because of its rarity and the sought-after collection that it is a part of. Lastly, I wanted to show you some unique sticker crafts for the Icarus Fell for those that already have one or are interested in getting one. Here are my favorite stickers that match best with the weapon skin. Here are some dope, unique sticker crafts as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, I'm no professional professor when it comes to Counter-Strike skins. I'm just making these for the love of the game. But if there's any other cool facts about the skin, let me know in the comments below. Have a good rest of the year, and I'll see y'all whenever.